Hello, welcome back to the Stepping Bricks YouTube channel. My name is Dr. Giuseppe Paladini. I'm the founder of Stepping Bricks, and today we're going to talk about what school should teach you when you're a kid. So there are things that school unfortunately don't teach us. One of the main things I would love to have learned when I was a kid was financial education. Now, financial education is absolutely essential if you want to do anything in life. Unfortunately, they teach you how to be an employee, but not an employer. They don't teach you how to run a business. They just teach you to work for a business. And this is a problem because nowadays, with the society that is all digital, you can run a business from the back of your garden if you like to do so. So in the past, that was a great idea in school to teach people to become an employee, but nowadays, this has changed. So what should they teach you instead of just the normal topics that they teach you at school? Number one is mortgages. Mortgages are extremely important if you want to buy a house, if you want to buy investment properties, or if you want to grow a portfolio and become wealthy. So mortgages are not as scary as they look, or as the people talk about. They are debt, but they're good debt. There are good debts and bad debts. We talk about this in another video, so I'll put the link below. But mortgages are leveraged debts which are allowing you to buy more properties and to build a property portfolio with little money. Now, there are various mortgages. One of them is a normal mortgage for your house, and the other one is a buy-to-let mortgage for investment properties, and so on. Number two of the things that school should teach you is the management of money, so budgeting. How many times you probably run out of money and you don't know where the money go? So one of the things they should absolutely teach you is how to make an Excel file and budget and understand where you spend the money, where you want to buy things because you need them or because you want them. They're two different things. I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about here. So there are things that you absolutely need for essentials and things that you don't need but you want. For example, the latest brand. Number three is credit score. Now, nobody again teach you about credit score, how to increase that credit file. If you want to learn how to do this, go on Google, check your credit score. You can have a maximum of 999, which is your top score for being a good person or having a good credit score. And why is that important? Well, first of all, if you want to apply for a loan, let's say a car loan, a student loan, a TV loan, or a mortgage, anything you need to borrow money, then you need to have a good credit file. If you don't have that, it will be very hard for people to trust you that you can manage money. So the way to increase your credit file, your credit score, there are various ways. One of them is be registered to the electoral roll, so where you can vote. It's funny, it's not very common to know this tip, but it's quite important because they know you exist and you live in a place, and then you can vote, so your credit file will increase. Then you need to use your credit cards. Now, I understand that credit cards can be scary sometimes, but if you use credit cards and then you pay off every single month, it means that you're good at managing money. If you don't use the credit card at all, nobody knows if you're good or not, so your credit score will go down. So always repay in full, don't accumulate debt, but use it even for fuel or shopping or anything. And another thing to increase your credit file is to make sure you don't miss any payments on your loans, because if you miss one, even if it's like a bill, an internet bill or a utility bill, then this could give you a bad credit score, which can last up to 6 years in some extreme cases. And number four, quite important, is how to make money. Now, as a kid, of course, you never understand money. You probably ask your parents to give you some money for lunch or for something. But making money is not just about, saving a little bit, but it's about building something that is important that can long last, so like wealth. So how to make money as a kid? Well, first of all, you need to be creative. You need to educate yourself. You need to understand the rules of the game. I always say that life is like a game, and if you want to play the game, you have to understand the rules of the game. So let's say, for example, in sport, you want to go and play badminton, and you never played badminton before. You have no clue about the rules. You're not going to win. So if you want to win in this game whole life, then you have to understand the rules. And the rules are financial education is extremely important starting as a kid. When I started out, the very first things I Googled was how to make money legally. Remember to do that, because there are plenty of ways to make money. But if you Google it, it's going to give you a lot of ideas. My personal experience was something about Amazon. You could buy cat scratchers and then sell them on Amazon for way more than you would buy them for. So there were various ideas there, but they didn't, tick my boxes. The thing that ticked my box was property. But again, property came on and on and on. And I say, how can I make this work if I don't have any money? Because I want to make money, but I need money to make money. And that was a wrong thing that I believed. So the reason why I believed that is because I didn't have financial education. So for me was, you need to be rich to become richer. And that was not the case, because everybody starts from something. And not all of us have a rich uncle or somebody that can give you money, inheritance or whatever, they can get you started into building the wealth. So to summarize, if you want to make money and you want to invest in property, again, get financially educated, because there are ways where you can start in property with very, very little capital. And, I started with very little capital, but I'm going to explain in more details in another video how you can start from scratch and build a £1 million portfolio. In this particular video, the topic of this video is to explain what schools should teach to the kids. Now, one of the funny stories that when I was working as a lecturer at the University of Stirling, I was working in aquaculture and public health, which was not related with finance. And I remember there was a business department that I wanted to work in, and I asked if I could teach students how to become financially independent. And I always got this rejection that says, no, we have our own teachers, we will teach the students how to run a business and so on. The funny thing was that they didn't have a business, so no lecturers at the university run a business. So they teach the students about business, but they have no clue about running a business because they don't do it. And they don't want people to run the business to teach the students as well. But listen to this. Few years after I built my property portfolio, which is now worth over £2 million, they invited me to give a keynote at the same department of business. Now, how funny is that? How ironic is that? When I wanted to teach the students, they rejected. When I was on my own, on my way, then they called me back and said, could you teach our students some financial education? And how good is that? It makes you feel good. It makes you feel that you're doing something important, and you can pass on and you can help other people to become financially independent way faster than you did. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to learn more about finance and education and property, whether you have a budget or you don't have a budget, you want to invest in property, become financially independent, then my suggestion is to click the link below. We have 2 programs. One is called The Club, which is like an entry level for property investors. They want to start and learn the language of property. We meet every single week on Zoom, and you can ask all your questions. I'll be there every single week for you. If you then are an experienced property investor, you want to join our 12-month mentoring program, then that's the case of learning about the Academy, which is a more intense and thorough program for property investing. So I'll see you in the next video. My name is Dr. Giuseppe Paladini. I'm the founder of Stepping Bricks, and I hope you subscribe to this channel. Bye bye for now.